morning, guys. Welcome back to Finally Home in Bama. I'm Deb. I wanted to show you how our green beans are doing. We kind of planted some more green beans after we ripped the other ones out. I don't think I posted that video actually, but take a look. See, they're coming up again, so that's awesome. We've got a bunch of stuff that are going on here in the homestead, and you kind of probably have missed us a little bit, but we've got some exciting stuff going on, and you got to hold on until the end of the video, or maybe the middle of the video. I don't know where I'll put it, but we've got some really exciting things going on. One of the exciting things is this coming Saturday, we are having an event at Petals from the Past. It's going to be a bunch of us YouTubers that are there, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it here shortly. So just hang on. We are trying to get some stuff cleaned up. You ever get your homestead where it's kind of just, you're doing what you need to do, but things get left by the wayside, and you let some things go, and then it starts looking around here. So what we're doing today is we're getting a bunch of stuff burned up. We've got like wood scraps that are kind of bad now and rotten and different things like that. So Rob's over around his greenhouse area, which has really gotten messed up since that storm, and it's just been left to go. So I'm going to be helping him on the greenhouse, so I'm going to take you with me on that part, and just kind of walk around and show you a little bit of what we have been doing and what we need to do and all that good stuff. Starting off, I did weed all of this area of the bed. I'm letting my zinnias continue. I have got my, oh, golly gee whiz, it's one of my herbs that's right up here. Anyways, it's going great. So I've got it going. I've got a little bit of feverfew still left over here a little bit. And so I've got cucumbers over here. They're about done. They need taken out. So I don't know if I'll get on that today or not. I've got some tomatoes over in the other bed. They need taken out as well. So we'll see if we're going to get to that stuff today. Our main thing is today is cleanup day. That's still considered cleanup, but anyways. I've also got some eggs in the incubator, guys. We had 4 hatch out last night. We had 4 hatch out earlier in the week. I ended up putting it with a broody mama because I had a broody hen that would switch around nest, and so I would just grab the eggs and throw them in the incubator because I didn't want to lose them, and she would start sitting on a fresh new batch. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I snitched all of her eggs and switched it out with babies, and she's a happy mama now. She's got 4 little ones that's running around after her. Then we've got the 4 that just hatched. We've got silkies along with our little barnyard mix that's going on. Eggs are doing great for production. So we're taking care of our family with eggs right now, and that's a feel good. That was one of my goals, so I wouldn't have to buy any more eggs. I'm done buying eggs. So anyways, let's go ahead. Let's get busy, see what else we can get into. I'm glad you're hanging out with us, but stay tuned because you will not want to miss. So finally, it's happened, guys. After all this time, our crepe myrtle has finally started blooming. This is my favoriteest color of the crepe myrtles. I love that hot pink color. Now this tree here is one of our apple trees. Which one is this one? This one is a Stark's Brother Grimes Golden. This is Rob's favorite apple, and they're hard to find. He was so excited when Stark's Brothers had them. But down here at the base, we have got comfrey, which helps feed nitrogen into the soil. It like pulls it up from the ground. And then right here, this is going to take off next year, but these are strawberry plants, which will be a ground cover, and that'll help with all of these stinking weeds that come up. So we've got that Bermuda grass here. Oh, it is something else. But we put in 3 plants, one here, and then one over here. So anyways, we've got that at the base of some of our trees. they do it on permapasture farm. And I love watching Billy over there. He's got so much information. And if you guys don't follow Billy at Permapasture, him's Homestead Honey, you need to go take a look at him. Usually when we first started watching, Michelle was kind of quiet and everything like that. And I'm like, well, you don't know, what part she plays. But man, when she starts talking, she is so knowledgeable. And then their son, William, he helps with the filming of it. But he also, he gets talking about compost and everything like that. They're pretty awesome. Check out Billy at Permapasture Farms, him and Michelle. Anyways, so I want to get the rest of this out of here real quick, this grass, so that the strawberries have more of a chance to take over than the grass does. And then that'll help them out. All right. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to show you something else. All right, so maybe it's a little bit hard to see me, but that's okay. So one of the things I wanted to do and share with you today is we have got all of this stuff that we have been working on for the last 4 years. And I know Rob did a video the other day, and he was talking about the propagation and talking about everything that we have done here in the orchard. And you guys can watch the video. I'll stick it up in the corner and everything like that. But he was talking about everything about what happens if anything happens. You've went through all of this and you're working so hard and diligent and getting your food forest started and getting your infrastructure done and everything like that, right? And you've put all of this time and energy, blood, sweat, and tears, right? Because we've built the greenhouse and we've built all of the raised beds. We had over here, we had the garden that we did, and now we're growing bacon in the garden area. Sometimes your dreams are bigger than where you're at. And kind of like Jessica Soward said, you turn your classroom into a waiting room. Or your waiting room into a classroom. I knew it was something like that. So guys, just to let you know, we're preparing for the future. So if you guys know anybody in Southside, Alabama, or wanting to move to the area that might be interested in a 1-acre homestead, and you have chickens, and we've had pigs, I know a nice little place that might be welcoming. So anyways, I wanted to share that little bit of information with you guys. Our future's looking bright. You've got to stay tuned for the next few videos that's coming out. It might be a little bit sporadic because we've got a lot of work to do. We have got things to clean up. As you know, homesteads have those areas, right? We've got things to clean up. We've got things to do. But we've got big plans, and you have to stay tuned for the big plans. Well, you guys look like you're pretty busy. What you guys doing?
Well, we're reorganizing our hooks. I had them all hanging on the edge of the bucket, and somehow they all got like mixed in together.
Oh, gotcha.
But they were kind of a mess. So we're getting them back to where we can actually utilize them.
Gotcha. You got a helper too.
Oh, she's a good helper.
This is going to take for a long time.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't know how.
All right.
They got dumped out somehow and just threw them back in the bucket.
Yeah.
This is a good way to organize them. So now, these are landscape fabric staples that we use for holding down landscape fabric. And we learned by watching Living Traditions Homestead that once they get rusty and like this, they actually hold better to the ground. So these are actually more valuable than brand new ones. And look how good they make your hands nice and dirty. Isn't that awesome? You get your thumbs brown, kind of a rusty brown, but that's okay.
That's
as long as you get your thumbs brown.
That's right.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, we gotta keep going.
All right.
How about I give you some first?
You're doing a good job, little one. Harry and Hazel's getting some nap time going on.
Where?
Over there.
They're over there snoozing in the shade. So what's been some of the favorite projects you've done around here? What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, we've done a lot of projects. I guess a couple of the things would be like the silky chicken coop.
Yeah.
Because it turned out really nice. I like it looks nice. I love the patina that it worked out with, and the most important thing is I got to do it with my boy. Zach was here helping that week, and we work really good together.
You do.
We kind of think a lot alike, and so. But yeah, it turned out really good, and if we end up not taking it with us, I'll miss that, I think, and we'd have to build another one or something like it.
Absolutely.
But we'll have to accumulate all kinds of materials that have that patina, since we're burning up a bunch of stuff now that we could use, but we're just trying to get it cleaned up here. But then the other thing, which was a few years ago, was the greenhouse.
Yeah.
Getting that going, and I've enjoyed being out there in the greenhouse and just doing I've done lots of stuff out there.
You have.
I mean,
a lot of propagation.
Of course, it's all damaged now from the storms we've had, and just going to have to tear it apart and replace some of the cattle panels and totally replace the plastic on the top, and so to that point where I'm going to have to tear it down or whatever. So
and get new plastic.
Yeah, get new plastic, and so that'll be one of the things we do here within the next few weeks. Disassemble that.
That'll be sad.
But if we're going to be selling here and find, get moved to another place, we'll have all the materials, and maybe have to get a few more materials to kind of make it bigger and better or whatever, and that kind of thing.
Yeah. True story. I think one of my favorite things, sitting here looking at the kitty condo and the memories of Daddy building the kitty condo and stuff like that, and then all of you guys working on it, you and Zach and Josh, and
do you see me?
Nope.
I think that having that memory is good, and I think that's one of the saddest things that I'm going to have about leaving here. But there are some things that we get to take with us. I mean, that little coop that we started working on for Ricky, we're going to be taking it.
Which isn't very impressive, but
it's not, but still we'll be able to take
get
it.
it
We're
dragged
hoping
out
to
of
take the silky coop.
Yeah, but if the people that come and want to buy the house, if they put it in the offer for it to stay, we'll build a new one. Not a big deal. Everything's negotiable.
Right. We're at that point.
Yeah.
But I think our dreams have grown bigger than the 1 acre lot.
They've changed a lot since then.
They have changed a lot.
Honestly, when you think about it, when we bought this from Michigan, never seeing it actually in person. Yeah, so when we bought this from Michigan, never seeing it in person, through a video chat, making offers and negotiating. We didn't have a plan of being homesteaders necessarily. I thought, because in Michigan I had my photo studio, and I thought that would be my retirement. As I retired, I'd do, photography as a thing that's easier than construction to do as
right.
And so I was thinking, okay, so I could take the garage and I could make, do that as a studio, and so that was really our plan. And then things got down here. I think, how did it all change? Well, so I guess two things. One thing, you got chickens.
I got chickens.
But the other thing is, I've always loved growing things, and it's just been a part of me. I've always loved saving seeds, and probably a couple years before we moved down here, I started watching different things like Mike Kincaid about propagating plants, and I started doing that.
Yep.
Even up in Michigan, was propagating plants from sticks, and I thought that is so cool. So I just love that.
And then Jessica Sowards with Roots and Refuge.
Yeah,
I started watching her some,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Right. So we
Okay.
just kind of evolved
yep,
from that. So really, if we wouldn't have changed our, you know, what our plans were, this place probably could have been our forever place.
yeah,
So it's just, people change. We've
Yeah.
changed a lot. So yeah.
But then you think back to it, and some of the funnest, most enjoyable times of our life was when we lived in the farmhouse out on 54 there in Urbana.
Yeah.
And we had that big garden, and we did all that canning, and
Yeah.
the kids ran around, and I mean, I homeschooled, and it was just so,
Yeah.
we were more self-sufficient then than we are even now.
We're more country folk than we are city
Yeah.
folk. It's just in us, I think, more so.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. I think another really cool thing is the way that we got Dirty Harry and Hazel.
Harry and Hazel, yeah.
Harry and Hazel. They just kind of fell into the farm, and I mean, it was a blessing getting them from,
Yeah.
Mark and Sabrina, and they just fit in perfect. I mean, it's like they were meant to be here,
Yep.
And I think they love where they're at,
Oh, they do.
So, yeah, that's cool.
The only thing I see about that they don't like is they think all day long should be lunchtime.
Yes,
Every time you see them, they're complaining about more food, and
yes.
of course you can see they're wasting away to nothing.
Yeah, right. But just like the leaves I'm looking at right now, you can see some of them are changing, and it's
Seasons
a new
change.
season
Yeah,
coming.
Seasons change, yeah.
And we're pretty excited about the new seasons coming.
Yeah. Yep.
So, a lot of changes. And us selling this place isn't the only change that's coming.
That's right.
It's going to be good. It's going to be really good.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, we're going to cut it for right now, guys. Just kind of wanted to sit down and chat with you for a few minutes and let you know change is coming. We hope to see you guys next weekend.
Oh yeah, Petals from the Past.
Yes, sir. I was gonna say, yes, sir. Petals from the Past. We're going to be there on Saturday from 9 to 5. They have got a lot of neat things going on. We've got speakers that are going to be there. Tracy from Just Dig It Farms. We're going to have Jason and Brooke from Cog Hill Farms. They just launched that new kids channel
I know, that's kinda cool.
yesterday, so that's really
Yeah.
cool. So check that out. Let your kids. They were doing little things with counting and telling you about the different things of goats and stuff. It was really neat. And then Farmer Rhett from Chestnut Hills, he kind of talked about it a little bit. So you got to check out Chestnut Hills video
Yeah,
over
he's
there.
awful-
He's
awful
cutie.
cute, yeah.
So, anyways, but seems like there's quite a few of us that got some changes going on now.
Right? Yep.
Yeah. So, I'm so thankful that things are going the way they're going, and just a lot of neat things coming.
Anxious for all the new change. Of course, the
Yeah.
Finally Home in Bama channel is all about just following our journey,
Yeah.
and it started out, I don't even know how, I guess it's pretty much started about, gardening and growing things, but you actually started Finally Home in Bama as a
Blog.
blog that you wrote, like little articles, before we actually made the actual move. You did it for Michigan.
Yep, I did.
And so it's just kind of been a matter of following our journey,
Yeah.
and this is just part of that journey. So follow along. And houses for sale.
Yeah.
Anybody
We'll put the link down there for our Zillow, and you got to check it out. We'll put our Zillow link down below if you guys are interested in the, who knows?
Yeah, maybe an acre is what you're wanting to step up to.
Right. If you're in an apartment and you're wanting to step up to an acre that has some
Yeah,
raised
absolutely.
beds and a food forest and
Yep.
able to have chickens and pigs, I know a great little place at the corner of
Right.
77 here in Alabama.
Yep.
All right, guys, we'll let you go. You guys have a wonderful afternoon, and we will catch you on the south side.
God bless.
Bye.